Welcome to the online education of class 6 science. So dear students, in the previous class I was discussing with you about the measurement of the correct length. So there are three different methods by which we measure the length exactly and correctly. So the position of the eye, the method of holding the scale attached to the object, and the if the scale is broken, then how to take the length properly. So these things we have discussed. In today's class, let us discuss about measuring the length of a curved line. See, already you know about straight line and curved line. Okay, so curved line will be having the points in different direction, means it is a curved one. So the thread, okay, so some of the things, they are most of the things they are curved in their structure. Okay, so we cannot measure the length of a curved line directly by using the meter scale, okay, or by any meter tape, right? So it's little bit difficult to measure with a meter scale to measure the length of any curved line, like a rope, thread, such things. Okay, so we can use a thread to measure the length of a curved line. Okay, so how can you measure the curved line? By using a what? Thread. Okay, so first you have to take the measurement of the curved line of that particular thread or rope by using a thread. So then later on you can measure with the help of meter scale. I mean, in this, not meter scale exactly, maybe a meter tape. Okay, so what you need to do in the, as in this activity, see, it is given in the activity number 4. So it's quite simple, it is given here. You can use a thread to measure the length of a curved line AB. See, something, you take a one curved line AB. Okay, so you can use the thread to measure the length of a curved line. So give the name for it as AB. Okay, look at the figure 10.10. So measuring the length of the curved line by using a thread. Okay, so you have to, what you need to do is, first you have to make a mark, right? So that's why you have to put a knot on the thread near one of the ends of this curved line. Okay, so one of its ends you have to put a knot, one knot you have to put it at near the one of its ends in the beginning. So you have to place this knot on the point A. So you have marked that length of the object as AB, right? So the end of the length of that object to measure with a thread. So that the end of the one end of that object you have to keep the name as A, another side as B. So near that end of the object A, point A, you have to place that knot. So later on, now place a small portion of the thread along the line. Now small portion of the thread you go on taking along the line of that object. Okay, so keeping it taut using your finger and thumb, means, see, what you need to do, you have to go on putting the the thread along the length of the object, and keep with the help of your finger and as well as thumb, means it should not be bent. Okay, you should no, yeah, along the length of the object you have to hold that thread with the help of finger and as well as thumb. Now hold the thread at this point. You have to hold the thread at this point with one hand, at the point where it is bending, so you have to hold with your one hand. Using the other end, what you need to do, you have to stretch a little more portion of the thread. Okay, so using other end, you have to stretch a little more portion of the one, up to some half you have to hold with one hand. So remaining part of that thread you have to hold with the other hand. Stretch a little more portion of that thread along with the curved line. Now go for the next step. What is that? See, go on repeating this process till the other end of the point B, of that object B of the curved line is reached. Like that, you have to, with the two hands, you have to go on repeating this process, following this repeating process till the other end of the point B of the curved line is reached. Okay, so make the mark on the thread. Now you have to go and make a mark on the thread, point A and point B, where it is there. So up to that, what is the length? You have to make a mark on the point on the thread, so where it touches the end B. Okay, now stretch the thread along the meter scale. Now you, whatever the length you have marked, no, the length of the thread, you have to stretch it continuously, make it a straight line, and along the meter scale. Now measure the length between the knot in the beginning and the final mark on the thread. Now you just go on marking. So you have to go on taking the measurement from the knot in the beginning of the thread, length of the beginning of the thread till the final mark on the thread. Okay, so this gives the exact length of the curved line AB. So we see that we need to know, we need to take a lot of care to ensure that we have measured the length of the object very clearly, length of the distance. Some standard units are very much necessary. So we have to measure it very correctly, lengths correctly, by using the length of the thread. Okay, so we need some standard units and devices with which we can measure the distances and can convey the results to our friends or others. Okay, so that's why the length should be taken properly. So dear students, let me continue with the next concept in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.